I had kind of a bit of fun on Twitter. I had a little bit of Twitter fun.
I did see this. I had to check. I had to vet it.
Yeah, I ratioed PerthNow.
Not by much, but yeah.
Well, let's take a look because I think there's something to it.
I saw you add to the podcast notes last night, and I was like, "What does it mean?" And then
what has he done? Yeah. So this is PerthNow, which is
and we're in Perth.
Yes,
so
exactly. We're
I
Perth,
love Perth. It's
folks.
beautiful.
And
The famous Justin Bieber said that.
yeah, we
He's
need that
literally
sound.
quoted. We do have that.
So we've got this story from PerthNow, one of the premier newspapers for serving the interests of the Perth public. And we got the headline here. It says, a 26-year-old full-time receptionist who built her first house at the start of 2020 reveals how she survives on $66,000 a year. How does she make it with that salary, and how did she build a house 4 years ago at the age of what? She's 26 now, so at the age of 22, she built her house.
I'm gonna come.
Keep in mind, by the way, 20.
That was not what I meant to press. I apologize. I meant to press. I thought the puke was at the top. Is it at the top?
Thank you.
I apologize.
Keep in mind that in 2020, interest rates to get a house were much better than they are now. So that's absolutely a contributing factor. Also, remember...
Do not come.
Okay, thank you. And then we go on to my comment. So this article, by the way, profiling a young homeowner, has 2 likes.
Okay. Well, PerthNow doesn't get a lot of likes. I follow them on Twitter too.
They have a surprising amount of comments.
Didn't you used to work for PerthNow?
No, that was it. I did work for a different like Perth social media page. Yeah, lock me up, folks. But it wasn't PerthNow, so don't,
You did a thing for them.
So I commented and I said, it turns out it's a lot easier to survive on $66K when you got $200,000 for your 18th birthday.
Wow.
And here we have a screenshot I took from the article that the person was fortunate enough to be able to purchase a house at the right time with a fairly large deposit from my dad, who passed away when I was young. My dad left me $230,000, which I was given when I turned 18. So this person was able to buy a house 4 years ago because when they were 18, they got $200,000 in inheritance money that went towards being able to buy a house. Now,
$900, dudes.
I received...
How many likes did you get?
80. You see there? 80, okay? 80 likes, baby.
Wow.
80 likes versus 2 likes, okay? I think I own PerthNow now, right?
Oh, you added a retraction.
I did not.
To clarify.
I wanted to do this.
Not hating on the woman being profiled. My problem is with journalists who refuse to acknowledge the systematic barriers to be housing that exist for most people.
No, my clarification was simply that I have nothing against the woman who was profiled, right? I don't care that she got $200,000 to build a house. Like, that's fine. But I'm just saying, why the fuck in 2024 are we getting articles in the Perth fucking newspaper about one-off randos who could only buy a house because they got a fat inheritance paycheck from their daddy? Like, this does not reflect the majority of Australians' experience when it comes to trying to get into housing or trying to buy a house. It's just completely...
$900, dudes.
Yeah, it's not reflective of the average experience. And I do want to point out as well that PerthNow had a lot of comments under this tweet. We can see here, a lot of people had a lot to say.
No matter what you say or what
says,
you do, they still love me!
How to survive on $66,000 a year, receive almost 4 times that upon turning 18. Good comment. Yeah, that's the solution. $230,000 inheritance. What dropkick editor continues to approve these egregiously disingenuous headlines? Goes a lot further when you don't have to pay rent. Take the absolute piss. I mean, people are not happy. Money from parents. What a surprise. Also, I want to shout out myself in one of the quote tweets. How do we see?
Dan is a great guy.
You go to your tweet, I believe, and you go quote tweets.
No, they quote tweeted the article.
Go to
view quotes. There we go. This person tweeted out, clearly using the screenshot I took, by the way. This was 100% the screenshot I took. And they did the Simpsons meme, you know, say the line, Bart. My dad left me $200,000 when I turned 18. Yay! You know, we love it. I was actually, a fun fact, I was originally going to tweet this format as my response, but I decided to do the one I did. But someone had the same idea and they did it as well.
Dan is going to be okay.
We love it, folks. We love it.
Right, you've done something. What
do you think of that, Connor? You
what do I think?
Yeah, tell me.
Yeah, she's some fucking spoiled ass brat. What do you want me to say?
Yeah, no, I think that's
okay. First of all, you know how I feel about the media. You know how I feel about traditional media.
Yeah, I agree.
think they stink.
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't be more for independent media. So what did you expect from someone like PerthNow? I follow them just to know what's going on in my city, purely.
Yeah, you know, it's
I don't mind PerthNow. I think they're probably self-funded.
No, I think they're owned by
Really?
Yeah. They're probably owned by fucking Rupert Murdoch somehow. You know what I mean?
Oh god.
I would just
Not him.
I would say like I think they do good work generally. I just think when it comes to this fucking housing shit,
they were your previous employer.
I didn't work for PerthNow. I worked for a different Perth-based social media thing.
I think it was PerthNow.
It wasn't. I know what it was.
Telling me it was some shit like you're like I'm working for Perth. You're doing the big one. Like, well, guess who just got a gig with PerthNow?
Well, it wasn't PerthNow, but I appreciate the remembering. But no, I just you know what I'm for them to put this kind of dribble in the fucking papers, it's like, guys, this doesn't help anyone. Who does this article serve? It doesn't help people understand the housing market better. It doesn't help to get at the actual issues behind the crisis. And so shut the fuck up and stop giving us these dumb puff pieces about young like inheritance babies who just get to, you know, who don't really have that much of a hard time when it comes to getting into housing. And God bless them, they can have housing. It's beautiful, but, you know, as a journalist, you got to cover the stuff that matters, okay? Not these people who have it well off.
Thank you, Dan.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dan.